How do you feel? How do you feel?
I felt a great sense of stillness.
Stillness. That's good. Who has challenges? What challenges here?
As soon as I realized we were going to be there for more than the 1 minute of breathing and a little bit of humming, I was very unhappy with myself that I hadn't laid down. And then my knee hurt and my hip hurt, and I got to a place where there was no pain, but it was very fleeting. It was very short-lived. And when there was no pain and my mind stopped, it was a huge sense of peace and relief.
Yes. You see that if you happen to be in the next intensive, we'll understand how the mind is the cause of problem in the suffering in life, and how the same mind becomes the cause of peace and happiness. The master explains in detail. So it happened to you both. Fleeting mind said, no, I should have laid down. So mind created a wrong notion as if laying down will give you more peace than sitting. It keeps a wrong notion. Just see, Amy, if you keep sitting like this for an hour, I will give you $1 million. Mm-hmm. Now check your mind. You will say, okay, let me have it. Mm-hmm. Forget about numbness and tingling and let it happen. I'll be happy. You see, mind. It is the mind. Mind has accepted. Huh? See that? Do you understand that? So in the next intensive, we'll understand that how this mind works. By default, means the mind is working on us and causes the problem. And when we work on the mind, the perception of this world changes. At every moment in your life. There is no blame, complaint, reaction game happening in the mind. Only the peace and the happiness comes out, and it is being expressed not only to your body, to your mind, but to everyone outside. A little higher principle, so that we will work. So that is, I want to complete. I think I'll take another couple of minutes. Yeah, it's okay if we end around 6? Okay? Huh?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Before you go on? I just want to know an explanation for it. Where I'm feeling that is here, like through the whole meditation?
Yeah. We feel as if the aura has come, the vibrations, the energy, tingling. This is really very good. Understand in a simple way. It's a lot of principles to explain, but to give you one explanation. Symbolically, we say this is the center of highest consciousness. This is the center of true peace, love, happiness, and wisdom. And the base of the spine, it is the lowest center. The lowest center is full of fear, anger, anxiety. Above it, center of desire and greed. Right? Now the prana, the energy, when it is moving down, so what happens? It helps our survival nature, fear, anxiety, duality, and a conflict. When the same prana is going up, it opens up the brain, it changes the brain pathways, it moves the mind into the peace and happiness. That is why you are here, otherwise you should have left me. Yeah? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah? Oh, yeah.
I felt that buzzing too.
Buzzing too.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure asking your experiences, because then there will be a lot of time, will be. So you know it. So we will go with page number 11. I have explained that, but let me explain briefly, then we will go to page number 12. I'll give you 5 minutes. Are you clear? Eastern wisdom is an instrument of knowledge. For what? For earning $1 million? For what? To find my true nature. So what is that true nature? That true nature has 5 attributes: pure awareness, truth. We will explain that truth, pure awareness in the next session, not today. So pure awareness, truth. The third is wisdom or the knowledge. The fourth is the love, eternal, everlasting love. The love that is already within us. I'm not talking of that love that comes from outside, because that has to start from the physical, and it never meets the criteria of everlasting love. I'm just making a point. Do you understand that? And the fifth is bliss. But that bliss is not physical, it is ananda, the permanent state of happiness. Even, I tell you, my friends, even if you keep that principle intact, present in your mind all the time, the moment the anxiety comes, tell your mind, peace is my essential nature. Mind, why the hell anxiety has come? Just say to it. And I can bet you that anxiety will drop immediately. But if you say it with awareness, not habitually. No, that Beal guy taught me, anxiety is not my false nature and peace is my essential nature. Nothing happens to me, I am still in anxiety. No, that will not work. You maintain awareness, you stand still. You experience the anxiety, and over it you say, peace is my essential nature. And I can bet you it will change. It will change. You know why? I know you are writing good things, these are the good points you are writing. So whether this paper will become alive in your life or not, I don't know. Do you know what I said? Will you repeat, will you read these papers again and again? It will not happen in a day. It will never happen in a day. Even if your mind claims I'm super intelligent, I know all the principles, it will never happen in a day. I can bet you. So that is, and with that reference I said, whether these papers will become alive in your life or you will throw it, keep it, That Beal guy taught us a lot of things and I don't understand. Why? Answer it, why? Seed does not become a tree overnight. Knowledge is realized in stages, the way the seed becomes a tree overnight. You have to repeat it. You have to contemplate it. You have to think over it. You have to sit it. You have to digest it. You have to assimilate it. Otherwise, if you say, no, I've understood, I know it. I've been doing it for 40 years. And so, higher principles, I keep learning. Leave this. Knowledge of the self by the Eastern wisdom through mindfulness and meditation. And I have given the self and the non-self. All the wrong notion creates the non-self. Huh? I gave you a couple of examples of the wrong notion about Amy. My mind was thinking, had I been... Nothing happens. So from where that wrong notion comes? Because of the habit. From where the habit comes? From the brain pathways. But from where the brain pathways? I have been living my life unconsciously and habitually. What is meditation? Living your life consciously. See the difference? So that wrong notion creates a false self. What is the false self? I gave one example. I am the body. Are you the body? Tell yourself. But when we look into the mirror and we put a lot of cosmetics, then we definitely believe I am the body. No, I'm not saying anything more. Now even the men also do lot of cosmetics. So meditation is an inner cosmetic. Mindfulness is to realize your true nature. Your body, your face is most beautiful, and you have a big face. And reverse it. Anyhow, leave this. So that brings us to the page number 12. You have to circle which is applicable in your life. I'm not going to see it. So say under physical, you circle which is applicable in your life, and you count the numbers, how many factors are applicable at the physical level, and you put it on the next page, physical level. It means, out of 22, if you circle 5, it means 5. Same thing with the behavior, emotional level, mood and mental, cognitive, personal, professional and social. And you can put it in total. I think that would be better. I'll tell you, if the physical is more, then I have to personalize your program at the physical level. You see, customize the same practices. If you have more challenges at behavior or emotional level, so you need not to worry. You simply put it so that you understand yourself, that how the teacher has to customize and personalize these practices to maximize your benefit. At the same time, you also understand what is happening to you in the life. You bring it on the surface. And after that, the most popular journey, the Shanti Meditation and mindfulness. You have done?
No, I was just making a side note.
Yeah. Just read it, circle it, so you have number of circles in the physical level. You have number of circles. It is very easy to become a seeker if you have more challenges at the physical level, because it is perceived, it is felt, it is experienced. But at the emotional level, it is hidden. So it throws a big challenge, not only to the teacher, but also to the student. Teacher has to personalize. And sometimes what happens, when you read this, you recognize you have those challenges, otherwise we forget it. We have a typical sense of attitude and a reaction and a behavior. You might have noticed in event management. Why don't you listen to me? I know it. We have a different expression. I know. So you see that? the same. That is how I categorized based on the teachings of the Eastern wisdom. We have many factors explained in the different text. So I found the correlate, a common point. Over a period of almost 10-15 years, I'm still improving that. I always improve my journey or these papers. So you can just, you can simply tell me that which one is more dominant, which one is dominant, physical level or behavior level or mood or personal life or social or professional. You are in stress and fighting inside your house, and your friend knocks at the door, the fighting stops.
Under behavioral, emotional, what's the difference between number 5 and 13?
In behavior and emotional.
Emotional. 5 is social withdrawal, 13 is avoiding others. I like to do both.
Yeah, both, yeah.
Totally.
Aren't they the same?
Yeah. So withdrawal means it happens at the subconscious level, and I avoid others intentionally.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So there are two aspects, That's how I go deeper. Did it? So which one is more dominant in your life? It's more physical, more emotional, more mood or mental or cognitive, more social, more professional. So you start paying attention to, if it is more in any of these categories, you will realize that because of those dominant factors is causing the trouble in your life and problem in your life and pain in your life. You will instantly realize. That is the first factor. Then we sit together individually. But we will sit together collectively and we will see how we can help our mind. In what way? So that we work on the mind. Understood? Done? Finished? Right? So let us lie down. We will go for Shanti Meditation. Third practice. Now your mind should not think because you are doing practice while lying down, better you should have been sitting.
Totally.
I was right there with you.
Eyes are closed, sitting, lying down or sitting, whatever is comfortable to you. You see that I'm a good teacher because I ask you to lie down. I don't ask you to sit. Now when you sit, without, when you sit agreeing with the teacher, then it does not become Shanti meditation. Shanti means peace. It becomes pain meditation. So eyes are closed. Now we will do the preparatory step. Eyes are closed gently. I'm repeating the same preparatory step. Where is that? Being comfortable. Looking at the neck joint, feeling the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. Moving the mind on the shoulder joints. Mind is looking at the shoulder joints. Do you know we are working on the mind? Just see that. We have started working on the mind. I didn't say that when being comfortable in the previous 2 steps. That's how the teacher makes you aware. Move the mind on the shoulder joints. Be there. Who is saying you? To whom? The mind. You're working on the mind. But you're working on the mind gently, softly, without any reaction. You're not pushing the mind, forcing the mind. That is the most powerful way. Move the mind on the hip joint. Be there. Feel the sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. Knee joints. Being comfortable, sensation, and steadiness. Ankle joints. You are looking, feeling, sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. The entire body, feeling the sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. Principle: move the mind within, live within, so that awakening takes place. Same principle in this intensive we are applying. So keep your awareness intact. If I do otherwise, after the practice, ask me. So in Shanti Meditation, the first step is known as confining the territory of the mind. What is this studio? Confining the territory of the space, so that you leave the noise of the traffic and other rooms completely far away from you. Confining the territory. How to do that? Move the mind on the head and the neck and become aware of the space all around the head and the neck. Both are present. You feel the sensation all around the head and the neck, and you become aware of the space all around the head and the neck. The space is always there. It's a fact and the truth. I'm not asking you to imagine, vision, and no. So two experiences, the space and the sensation. The space and the sensation. Move the mind on the right arm and become aware of the space all around the right arm. As if the space is like a cylinder. It is covering the entire right arm. You need to be aware of that. Simple. So when the mental awareness expands in the space all around the right arm, you are ready to move the mind within. Move the mind on the left arm first. So you are aware of the left arm. And now the space all around the left arm. Two experiences, the space and the sensation. The space is outside, sensation is inside. Move the mind on the rib cage. Good. And the space all around the rib cage. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm just asking you to be aware what is already present. And even if that causes the problem to the mind, you have to become a seeker. You have some serious issues with the mind. The mind goes to the belly and become aware of the space all around. The space and the sensation. Don't think you can achieve success in a day. It has to be repeated again and again. I told you, knowledge is realized in stages. Move the mind on the right leg and the space all around. the right leg. So two experiences, space and the sensation. Move the mind on the left leg. First be aware, feel the sensation in the left leg, and then become aware of the space all around. The beauty is that the more you become aware of the space all around the left leg will not move. You will have a freezing sensation, tingling, and the numbness. It happens. After you practice it regularly, move the mind on the entire body and the space all around. The space and the sensation. It is a practice and it is a non-practice. This is Shanti Meditation level 1. Level 4 talks about awakening. So the first step is done, and now the second step is known as withdrawal. What is withdrawal? In yoga we say it is pratyahara. When there is a storm outside, do you fight with the storm? No. You rush inside your home, you close the door, you leave the storm outside. That is the real withdrawal. And that is what we are going to do in the second step. Look at the head and the neck. What is your previous experience? Space and the sensation. Leave the space. The mind gets absorbed into the head and the neck. And you experience the space, sensation, and the stillness. Move the mind on the right arm. What is your right memory? The Buddha says it again and again. Right memory comes through the right knowledge. So here what is the right memory? What experience we had in the first step? The space and the sensation. Now what I'm asking? Ask your mind to leave the space. The mind absorbs with the right arm. It instantly gives you an experience of space, sensation, and the stillness. I'm aware of the traffic outside. See that? I'm just giving you a simile at the same time. It is very difficult to translate any meditation practice physically. So I'm explaining through the simile. Move the mind on the left arm, right memory. Where is that? The space and the sensation. Leave that space. You experience space, sensation, and stillness. What is going to happen? The sensation also deepens. Now you discover how to enter into the deeper sensation, to move the mind into that state of calmness and relaxation. Move the mind on the rib cage, the space and the sensation all around. Leave the space. What is left? Your experience is deeper. First is the space outside, you are aware, the traffic outside. Second is the sensation, the studio. Third is the stillness that helps the mind to move within. Oversimplified practice, but higher practice. Move the mind on the belly, space and the sensation outside. Okay, leave the space. The mind gets absorbed into the belly and our experience, the space, the sensation, and the stillness. The right arm, right leg. Right leg? Yes. Is your mind experiencing the space and the sensation? If yes, you are with me. It has to come naturally. We're not doing anything. And leave the space all around the right leg. Then what is our experience? Space, sensation, and stillness. The mind goes to the left leg. Space in the sensation. Leave the space. Space, sensation, and the stillness. Move the mind on the entire body, space and the sensation. Leave the space and experience space, sensation, and stillness. You have left what is outside the studio. You know it. You have left the traffic, so now the mind has to be here and now inside the studio. What if I say look inside the head and the neck and be there? Leave the outside. What is outside? The space and the sensation and the stillness. So when you look inside the head and the neck, and the mind doesn't play with you, you work on the mind, you see the space and the sensation inside the head and the neck. And that sensation you experience inside the head and the neck is different from the sensation you experience outside the body. And what is that sensation? I say it as the state of calmness. What is calmness? The state of the calmness of the mind is when all the contents and the thoughts, you feel it is too far from the mind. You don't get carried away, but you have a memory of kind of an obsession. Let us look inside the right arm. The mind moves inside the right arm. You know what is outside. Space, sensation, and stillness. In that state, you're looking inside. Mind moving. You feel the sensation. That sensation is the state of the calmness, and the space is the state of quietness. What is quietness? In the state of the quietness, you experience the noise of the mind is too far to impact you at any moment. It may be any impression. It may be any thought. It is too far from you. Doesn't dare to come. The mind goes inside the left arm. Be there. Feel the sensation in the space and experience calmness and quietness. Look inside the rib cage. You know what is outside. You need not to worry. There is a space, there is a sensation, there is a stillness, and you look inside the heart. So what is more important in the third step? You become aware of the sensation, you locate, you explore. And you experience the space. When the mind faces with the sensation and the space inside, that is the state of calmness and quietness. Inside the belly, be there, feel that sensation and the space, calmness and quietness. Inside the right leg, I'm making the Shanti Meditation a shorter one, and then we will recustomize it, and you will see that how easy it is to be in the state of mindfulness and how to have a deeper and rewarding experience. So inside the right leg, it is calmness and quietness, and inside the left leg, just be there, sensation, being there, calmness, space, quietness, inside the body. Move the mind inside the body from the top of the head to the toes. Now consciously working on the mind. Normally, casually move the mind inside the body from the top of the head to the toes, and experiencing sensation as a calmness and the emptiness or the darkness as the state of the quietness. And also aware as if these thoughts are too far from you. When you experience a kind of separation, that these thoughts and the contents of the mind that causes the obsession and reaction and blame and the complaint is too far from you, you will be able to maintain that space, sensation, stillness, calmness and quietness, and that will lead you to success in meditation or mindfulness. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. In fact, for the Shanti meditation, we have only done the 3 steps. And when we do the 5 steps and we complete it minimum in 30 minutes, it has totally a new experience. Bring the mind on the left, right hand. Feel the sensation in the changes. Bring the mind on the left hand. Feel the sensation, the changes. Raise both your palms. Place it on your closed eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms. Ask yourself, what do you feel? Where you are. Bring the hands down. And sit up. I'm so happy with the can, didn't move the body. The entire journey. You see that? I did not speak, Amy, for more than 1.5 minutes, but I didn't speak it. That is how the mind is impacted. How do you feel? Good? How do you feel, Amy?
Great.
We have only done 3 steps of the Shanti meditation. But if you complete the 5 steps, and if you repeat it, do you remember knowledge is realized in? Seed does not become a tree overnight. So if your mind said, now I have understood it, it's crazy. I know higher mindfulness practice, then why you are here? Why you are here? No, I'm sorry. You are here, so something... Do you understand that? The mind has to be churned. Mind has to be understood. What is your experience? What is your experience in the previous practice? I see the
Calm, stillness.
calm and stillness.
Yeah. It's like the mind has to be trained.
Yeah. Educated. But this time the mind didn't go for event management?
Not as much.
Oh, you see
bit,
that? I succeeded. Your mind failed. That mind which causes the stress. It should fail.
Here, for sure.
Do you understand? Do you have that experience? Yeah? Do you have a little calming experience, relaxation? Yeah? So you can write down all those experiences on page number 15. The last one is the 16. That is a quiz. We have done the 3 practices. And I have given you the pen where my email is there. Do you see that? No, even... You have it? Huh? So, info at Girish Jha. So please write down if you like to write down. 1. I think I will send all these files or digital files to either Casey or to Amy. And in turn, Casey will forward those talks and the practices to you all. If you want to listen to me, if you want to practice.
Assuming that Amy and you have everybody's contact information.
I think I'll make a list
If they
that
want
everybody
to.
can put.
So I will send to Casey, and in turn, Casey will forward all those digital files to you or Amy, and ultimately, Huh? So you are free that I want to grab your email address. No, not at all. So you can send that, yeah? So be very clear. So now we have another 10 minutes of questions, and we're bringing on to this intensive. Finished. Clear? Huh? Yes. My teacher agreed, so done. So I also agree. Yeah. So, yes. Any question? Or you are in a hurry to go?
I have a question.
Yes.
So when you say to put our hands over our eyes, every time that I did that, I saw blue and green, but I thought, is that just a weird sensation and perception of the eye of light changing outside the eye, or is that an actual a different thing, energy thing?
Replace weird with good sensation. Replace weird. Why happens? The mind lives in different states with reference to what it perceives and how it perceives. The way the mind perceives the space is different from the way the mind perceives the physical body. For example, once you understand this principle and this concept from the Eastern wisdom, what happens when the mind jumps deep inside in a fraction of a second? So one of the experiences is a vision of colors. Then mind is communicating through these colors. It means the mind has become subtle. It does not mean that it has become weird. It is weird now because we feel that we all are separate. This is a weird experience of the mind. We all are one. That is a good experience of the mind. So let it happen. We recognize, we accept, it comes, it goes. Let it come, let it go. Until the mind becomes mature to know that this is a meditative state, I have to live into that. So have a bigger smile. It is not weird, it is good.
other questions?
Any question or any question you have, you can ask me today, now, or later.
He gave you his email. It's on the pen, but in case you can't see it, it's info@Girish Jha, GIRISHJHA.org. And we'd love to hear how we can improve on presentations and also what you like.